I think it's time to have a look at another card. The river. Doubles the effect of adjacent landscape tiles. So these, I assume, are the landscape tiles, this full set down here. So we could have a river running in between all of the sand dunes and thickets that we want to double the effects of. Interesting. I don't know how I'm going to be able to place the river. So there's the forests and the desert. Forests, good. Desert, less so. I'm just wondering at this point if maybe I want to go with a build where I drop the desert and I pick up the rock and mountain again. Or maybe literally just forest and river. You give the river an origination point and can only connect from there, so you need to zigzag it. I think I'll also turn the desert on so that I can try and enact any combinations and stuff like that. Maybe I should put the meadow in too, but I don't really want to if I can avoid that. Then right now we've got Grove, Bloodgrove, Ruins. I'd like to get the Necromancer back out for another run here. If I drop Grove, Bloodgrove, pick up Village and Vampire Mansion. Ancestral Crypt as well, right? So I'm looking for things with spirits. So we'll drop the Spider Cocoon. We can pick up Cemetery if we really want to. Cemetery Outpost is a good setup I like still. Catch around YouTube Hero, thanks for tuning in. So we've got Bookery, Vampire Mansion, Village, Cemetery, Ruins. All of that's really good. Unless I want to drop the Ruins, because... Oh, actually? Oh my god, actually? I think we drop Ruins for Swamp. And we take the Bloodgrove again. So if we've got Ruins, we're going to want the Bloodgrove... Wait, hang on. We turned the Bloodgrove off. Never mind. If we want Ruins, we're going to want the Bloodgrove, because otherwise the Scorchworms are going to escape far too often. And if we're not using the adjacency effect of the Bloodgrove, it's easier to use the Outpost. I could get Battlefield back. I still only want one Storm Temple total. But I guess that'll have to be it. That'll be good. Storm Temple, I think. Still, maybe. It's fine. We've got the Ancestral Crypt. We're gonna go in with the Necromancer. Do I want to do that against the third? Yes, I would rather gear up faster. If the game will give me the opportunity to. Pure damage for the Necro? Oh, yeah, that's not going to propagate to my unit summons. So the idea of having the Burning Forest is significantly worse. Let's take the Storm Temple off. Beacon gives us the attack speed for all units, as well as movement speed. That attack speed translates into summon speed for us. So I could summon a Beacon if I really wanted to. And I may well do. Treasury and river and, you know, desert slash forest are gonna limit their own spacing, so I don't want to get the treasury and limit their spacing far too much. Take 5 years before putting any item down on the ground. Let's go. crypts out of the way. Oh, first pool's Oblivion. Love to see it. River. It's all on the perimeter, the entire perimeter. Oh. Boy. Oh, that's just for the starting point, of course. My god, that's a good position for a beacon. Absolutely putting that down. So Vampire Mansion. It's probably going to end up there if I had to guess. I was thinking I'd go outpost in those two areas so that I've got outposts, crossbowmen helping me in 1, 2, 3, 4 fights total. This one overlapping with 2 of them. And those giving me a lot more attack speed on them too. So there's the river, doubles the effect of adjacent landscape tiles. I'm gonna put a forest there. Cool. Yeah, we get the 2% attack speed out of it. With a desert on the other side. Oh! Hang on. So that doesn't change the desert, but it does change the river into an oasis. Water from a small stream hidden in the dunes has a calming effect on you. Lower attack speed to us, but twice as much lower attack speed to the enemies. Okay. I guess that seems okay. Balances out the extra attack speed we're going to give the enemies with the beacon at the very least a little bit, which is nice. A battlefield. So this is going to spawn a chest on an adjacent tile each loop. I'm going to want to make that adjacent tile there. We try placing a vamp adjacent to a bowman to place a village between. A vampire adjacent to a bowman and place a village between them. How could the vampire and the bowman be adjacent if there's a village between? I might not be understanding what you're saying. Ooh, okay. So we'll start it there. Just continuing to flow around the area. Can the same river double? Oh, right, yeah, because I'd probably want to zigzag in order to double the effect. One sec. Okay. There's another forest. If I put a river here, this forest will become a Maquis immediately. And the Maquis is enemies deal 2% less damage and enemies attack 2% faster. Is this going to be doubled by each of these rivers? And if it's doubled by each of these rivers, is it just the Maquis effect is tripled, or is it quadrupled? Apparently the answer is yes, but it's X3. Neat. The forest. I mean, I do want my attack speed literally as high as possible, so... But forests become the key. The other ones are the ones I want to turn into. It's the thickets I'm looking for. summon quality plus 13% and a little higher on the level as well. Sure. A little bit higher on the level there too. Fine. I'm just going to kit myself out reasonably. Doesn't need to be good for the moment. Good comes later. So if we zigzag along, so 3 spaces up, 1 across, 2 spaces up, 1 across, 2 spaces up, 1 across, 2 spaces up, then the ones that are nestled in kind of like a C shape, such as this, are going to have the doubling and the doubling and the doubling. So they're going to have 4 times, right? Each of these contributing 1 more time to the original effect of the tile. Interestingly, if that was a meadow, the meadow would then be healing us for 8 HP every single time. And if I put a chrono on the other side of it, the chrono would double the meadow. So the meadow would be a blooming meadow, and then it would be doubled. So it's 6 HP, and it's 6 HP 4 times. So 1 meadow would give us 24 HP at the start of every new day. Having a river that close to the road loses some of its effectiveness, right? Yep. Absolutely. This is not an optimal opening here. Alas, I'll learn eventually. What happens if you obtain a mid-section of river? Go get a better section of river. The actual answer is every section of river is the next section of river, no matter what. That'll become a key eventually. Oh, if you oblivion the midsection of a river, it won't let me do it. Another forest. Sand dune go over on this side. Turning that into a McKay. Another forest. Now that we have the swamp and the vampire mansion, I'm really going to want to figure out where those are going. So my battle tiles in this deck at the moment, I have cemetery in here. My idea was cemeteries were going to go along all of this, and then outposts. So I'm going to want to put the vampire mansion in the swamp elsewhere. Let's do it. Does the forest need to go down immediately, though? I guess it does. It's fine. Just immediately becomes a big kill on the other side of that. That's okay. Oh, thank you very much for the old painting. Better damage against the boss, right? Yeah, 4% extra damage against the boss. We decided to take that out with us. Another beacon. This one I was hoping was going to be able to affect some useful terrain up in this area. This will affect the boss fight if I put that beacon there. Maybe that's a little too bold for me. That's the oasis out there. Water from a small stream hidden in the dunes has a calming effect on you. A oblivion, another beacon. Keep the beacon, doesn't matter. Wait later. Oh. A ring of significantly higher quality for everything. Thank you. Also get a grimoire of some evasion. I don't think I need to replace that yet. Summon quality and attack speed. That's a little bit better though. When I say a little bit better, what I mean is significantly. Interesting. Oh no, wait, it's the adjacency of the desert that made the oasis, not the forest. I forgot for a second there. Oh, the beacon. Oh, we would attack so quickly. Just don't need it yet. The class I dislike the most? Or like the least? It's probably Warrior, but it's just because it's kind of stock standard, I guess. I mean, I'm going to want to put this village down next to a vampire before I roll over the round. Sure. I'll fight that ransacked village. Do I put it here so that I can have this village get support? Yeah, that's what I do. So the outpost goes here, and then I get the village there. So this village is now going to be supported, this ransack village that is, the combat there is going to be supported not only just by the outpost, but also by the crossbowmen from the cozy camp. So we're going to have real ease working our way through that one, thankfully. I could even get extra attack speed in there. Forest is still available, only care about doing that for the McKee, so I guess I can just place it down earlier, right? Could become McKee later. Hey, there we go, time for the village. Goodbye, village. It was nice to see your visage for but a moment. Nice. Another Oasis and McKee transformation over there. Very kind of you to say, King Ray. Says, you single-handedly influence the type of games I play. I look at new games and be like, not for me, but as soon as I see Raps play it, I gotta have it. I hope it works as a stamp of quality as well. I intend for it to. My Oblivion the Village is Necro. It was the first negative thing on the map, basically. Okay, cool. Now we can start putting these down. Another thicket, so it's going to round around that corner. So it goes there. Forest can just transform on the other side of that with the McKee still. And I can still put the swamp even further up on this side. I would like the ability to put this into a village if possible. Tough crowd. Actually tough crowd. Legitimately tough crowd. Higher level book. Save me. Save me, level up. The hero or your skeletons may strike the target with blood lightning each chance. 20% chance to sure. That didn't work. Resurrect. My God! What was that? It was monstrous! I thought it was going to be a pushover of a ransacked village for us, frankly. Hey, Stamina, good to see you. Doing well yourself. I thought that was going to be an easy time, and I was just going to be transforming this whole loop quite early. I've been disabused of this belief. Another outpost sets up over here, another cemetery. In a good position for fighting. Nice to have another Oblivion just ready.
To arms! To arms! The dead are at the gate!
No, wait. I'm not gonna harm anyone. Or at least anyone who doesn't want to harm me. Actually, I could hurt many, come to think of it. Whatever. I'm trying to save this world. I need help.
Oh yeah? And how do you plan to save the world? By raising the corpses of our relatives from the ground? Maybe you can resurrect the dead, but not our desire to help you. All these undead are disgusting. It's a disease that must be exterminated, and those who spread it should be the first to perish.
I'm fighting evil monsters as we speak. Does that mean nothing to you? Open your eyes.
Yes. It means there's a very convenient opportunity to get rid of you all at once. Archers ready? Shower them with arrows until they realize the apocalypse is the least of their troubles.
That hurt. Thanks for the Prime subscription, the one and only Kit. Enjoy most in chat and welcome back to the Republic. I need to say. Hey, that worked out surprisingly well for us, actually. I mean, look, we had to use our revive, but we found a new character interaction of a kind. The Vampire Mansion and Outpost with, I thought it was the crossbowman from my cozy camp that was actually doing that there. There was an AoE attack that they were just raining upon the parade the entire time. I'm not sure how to best utilize that. Oh my god, you're offering me regen per second? Really? I need summon quality and stuff. Please. Significantly higher level on the Grimoire, and attack speed and evasion. It's got to be the significantly higher level here, I think. Okay, significantly better ring for us here. For much higher quality and level too. Okay, so we're suddenly going to start getting more of our tanks. And tanks for those, we'll be saying. Vampire Mansion. I don't think I need another Vampire Mansion at the moment. Heck, I may not have even needed the first. Okay, so that's going to curve around this side. That'll be a place that has a thicket as well, I think, eventually. But I think I need to start building in a different area. Actually, no, thickets are the thing that I want to double the most. I'll just leave them there, that's fine. I can make a lot of this an oasis later. And we can oase more of them later on. This will give me more adjacencies for playing my non-thickets. My forests instead. Okay, so what happens here, it looks like. Outposts, it is changed. Adds a guard to your side on adjacent battles. As payment, the outpost will take away all yellow and orange items dropped in battle. The Necromancer is not welcome here. The soldiers will shoot him and everyone nearby. So that is going to be very helpful for AoE fights for me. If I survive. It's going to be helpful in terms of it will hit the enemies. It's not going to be helpful in terms of it is a good thing actively, to be clear. Forest for us, another McKee. Finally a bookery. Good. I've been waiting for one of you. That go there. We'll be refreshing some of these. Place you even further over again. Another Oblivion that immediately just goes for the Sand Spirits. The Sand Spirits have 200% extra damage against magic shields, and that is what we need for our HP at this point. Even though we're not getting it, it is what we need. Am I dead? Kind of feel like it. Oh, the desert will transform the thicket, unfortunately, which I still don't want to do. Yikes. I'll turn one into a Mickey, that's fine, I guess. So I can get another Oasis there. Just diversify the bonuses we're getting. It's typically going to be a good move for us. Another beacon? Really? Just doesn't seem like it's going to be a great idea for me, but maybe it is. Oh, that's +1 to our max skeletals. There's also a significantly lower level, but higher summon quality. An amulet for higher level, as well as basically twice as much magic shield. That's pretty good right now, I think, and I need it right now, I think. Let's get the summon quality on the book again, though, so that I still have some summon quality. Won't the Oasis being made lower the bonuses off of the rivers? That's a good question. So the rivers themselves are no longer, like, that is no longer a river doubling the effect of the thicket. However, do the rivers double the effect of the Oasis? Because the Oasis is a landscape feature, you would imagine. And the rivers say they double the effects of adjacent landscape tiles. So are these doubling the effects of the Oasis? Is this 1.5% negative to the hero's attack speed and 3% negative attack speed to all other creatures? I'm not certain. I think if I did, like, read every stat in the entire game and figured out what all of my board is doing, I could figure it out right now, but that also seems laborious. So we have -2% attack speed from effects, apparently. Yeah, the McKee effect. Okay, all enemies have -34% attack speed and -34% attack damage. We're almost out of McKee that we need as well, thankfully. Level up. Treasure Hunter, as well as 20% chance to summon 2 skeletons at the once when reaching the maximum number of skeletons. So we'd like to have more skeletons, please. Man, Treasure Hunter might actually just be the pick. So I can try and get some equipment. Two more thickies. Absolutely need to get both of those over there, and sand dunes. So basically wherever they want, I think. Go for another desert and get another oasis over in the other area, I think. Continuing to diversify. And we'll just drop some sand dunes up in this corner, I think, as well. Not like I'm not going to be playing that one. I do want another summon, but I don't know if I want to put that ring on. It's just so minimal in other effects. Again, do you have to? The river up on this corner, a sand dune, and I have bookeries in this run. We will reload the desert. That's fine. In fact, I have bookeries coming up very soon. huge influx of items there. We get magic shields of 75, 6% evasion, some decent summon quality. Yeah, just way better than what we have at the moment with the summon quality on it. Higher skeleton level by a pretty decent amount versus high skeleton level as well as the summon quality. We go for that too. And then this ring, yeah, is almost certainly not going to be able to replace the other one at the moment. Nope. Now, battlefield. So there's an overlapping space in that wasteland. I don't want to fight blood clots. I can put down a swamp first and then put down another battlefield here. So the swamp is the overlapping space between the two. But then the swamp is a fighting space between two different battlefields. So we're just making a bunch of ghosts. I kind of want to make a bunch of ghosts. Let's do it. It's ghost time. Sleep well, that one, Igor. Best of luck in the morning. Deserts still at this point? No, those are the things we're trashing. Speaking of, that's them there immediately trashed. Bookery's up though. I'm not going to want to put the Bookery, I think, next to the Cozy Camp. That seems like a... It does have the 2 spaces for multiple reloads in the area, but that still seems like tough stuff. I'm going to put it up in this corner, actually. Book Vampire Mansion. Can I? Would they have to be in the same aura? Can I put them next to one another? I think I'm gonna summon a chump Vampire Mansion up there and then put a Bookery there later and just see if it's working. Worst case scenario, I just wasted a Vampire Mansion that's not gonna really affect any battles. Amulet that is significantly higher in magic shield, has some evasion as well as attack speed. A little bit in skeleton level, still probably worth it. Just by the degree of difference there. No swamp, but I will pick it. Man, they really want me to have swamps at the moment. So, can't happen more than 50% the McKee, ultimately. Which is more than fine by me. If I can start districting to just split everything up after that point, it'll make it much simpler. 36 and plus 30 as well. Send you in there. Oh. Yeah, I like that. No reason not to plop those down immediately, I think. Another cemetery, and that is going up in the final attack space for the outposts up here, despite the fact the outposts hate us as much as they do the enemy. Thank heck. None of these give us another summon, unfortunately, but we do get attack speed as well as skeleton level. Oh, that skeleton level is so much higher. Never mind, we have to use that. Another thicket. Another dune. Any forest in them? Yeah, we're still doing forest at this point. And we still will be until the McKee effect says 50%. So the volley is every 7 seconds, archers from the outpost shower the battlefield with arrows, dealing 18 damage to everyone. It's the extra bookery. Doesn't seem to have had any effect being next to a vampire mansion there. Hopefully we get to throw these away. I accidentally re-replaced the things I was not looking to replace there. Oops, oops, oops. Forest and thicket, forest and thickets. It's down in that area, another thicket over here. Beacon for no one. A ring of summon quality 26%. The problem is the difference between 22% and 26% is so minor. I guess it's still technically better than the other ring. Oof. I really wish I'd seen the the first refresh they did there. So this outpost would help cover the swamp as well as the camp later on. I like that. Outpost for the top village is in this one. Maybe later. My good God, they just give us so much for those. Any of these gonna have a skeleton on them? No, of course not. Any of them likely replacements then? Probably not at that point. Magic shield, defense, skeleton level, attack speed, skeleton quality. Actually, that will be a replacement for us. Quality and the level. Nope, okay. Should be able to survive a little bit here, hopefully. Oh yeah, having an outpost for this village would be good, yes. That would be quite nice. Shame there's absolutely no way to influence that whatsoever. It's not like I could... wait a second. Do I do that right now? We set it down here. I mean, the village is apparently not that bad for us. Never mind, I'll pop you up there. We'll help us out later. So we're about to finish this loop. As soon as we go through this ransacked village, I'm going to put another village there. Isn't this the last loop before transformation? Possibly. Oops. I forget things. This village goes here. This one's gonna go here. Immediately ransack. That is what I want, right? I think so. Another cemetery is going to be a little less certain. Another vampire mansion elsewhere? 2? Probably not even at the moment. Alright. The McKee battle is... Yep, we're on the 50% full effect of the McKee effect now, so I no longer care about placing forests. I only care about thickets. That'll do. Thank you for hearing me, game. Another battlefield. Could again give myself one overlapping space if I wanted to fight some blood clots occasionally. Kind of like the idea a little bit, but I don't need to try and bite off more than I can chew consistently at the moment. Hey, 2 count lands, finally! So, yeah, we did die and need to resurrect while we were trying to set them up early on, but if it didn't work out in the end, get this river running straight along. And now I get to die to a quest monster. As soon as possible, hopefully. I mean, I have the village and the vampire mansion. I can just put both down. Vampire mansion there, village right there. Never mind, immediately unpaused, and I have different things now. So sand dune for doubling the effect of all creatures having 1 lower HP. Neat. I can skirt that along here. Oh no, of course I forgot. That'll make oases. I guess I'm also okay with the oases. Attack speed plus 20% here on this grimoire, as well as a high level and some regen per second. Yeah, we'll be placing that too. I think the thing I like the least about the Necromancer is how conscientious you need to be in terms of your equipment, because the stats that they offer you are so, let's say, varied in value, and the game doesn't necessarily seem to weight them in the same way that a different observer might. Absolutely mortified by the presence of that sand spirit until it died basically instantly. I still think I'm going to focus on killing the sand spirit though. We also do have a level up to pick up now, 2. Whenever the hero receives direct damage, each allied skeleton has a 15% chance to attack immediately. That seems neat. Card sharp, edge of impossible. I'm gonna go counterattack. Seems like it could save us in fights where otherwise life might be hard. These oases are negative 5% to negative 0.5% to the hero's attack speed, negative 1% attack speed to all other creatures. Nice and calming upon all. I could happily throw all of those. We've got bookeries coming up, thankfully, as well. Ooh, what oblivion for me? I almost want to save the oblivion for the next spawn of a sand spirit. But actually, no, the oblivion's going to disappear very quickly. Get rid of the forest village, I guess. What happens if you put a vampire next to the fake village? Nothing. There's the extra oblivion. Do I want to use that right now? Sure. Destroy the other village again. And the bookery can replace all of these happily. Absolute beauty. Keep that on going. I mean, we can now start snaking it either further out this way. Sure. Oasis. I'm going to make a lot of oases up there as well. Cemetery Swamp, Vampire Mansion, still doing good on all of those. Need to replace a swamp anywhere? No. Seems like the right amount of pressure. Skeleton level higher again from the ring. Attack speed, 20%. Replaces the summon quality, but it is a lot faster. No, our attack speed is already really, really high just because of the environment that we are capable of creating. So my primary consideration should be for everything else instead. Oh, God. Oh, how did that happen? I didn't think that fight could get us. You died in battle. Death does not favor the fallen, but it'll make a little exception for you. I thought we were doing reasonably well in that battle. Maybe I don't want to take the outposts out with me when I'm playing the Necromancer. Which is so deeply unfortunate, because I thought there would be something, positively synergistic rather than negatively.